As always, before we begin, thank you for taking time out of your day or night for clicking on this video, seeing my face and wanting to hear my thoughts on the movie. I appreciate it much. I love you. That being said, it's time. What's going on, my YouTuber, subscriber, Alien fans? I hope you guys are having a great night and a good start to your weekend because Alien Romulus is finally out in theaters for everybody to see. I don't feel like I'm the last person to see it, but Alien Romulus just got back from seeing the movie in Dolby, and was the movie good? I had a really good time with this movie. In fact, I had a better time with it seeing it in Dolby, so shout out to Dolby, you guys are great. I can't tell you how refreshing it is to finally get out of the movie and just be like, yes, I didn't waste my time. That was good. Also, for refreshing to say, for the first time in a long time, this is a movie it's a sequel and a prequel, kinda. It's like right wedged between Aliens 1 and 2. I walked out of the movie pretty much just like, you know what? I could totally go for watching Aliens, plural. Even so much going back and watching the original Alien 2, because I was just like, this is like a nice, it reminded me the first time I saw Star Wars Rogue One. That's a little segue, so it was great. Had a good time with this movie. I feel like if you're an Aliens fan, this would pretty much be a love letter to you guys because I feel like it harkens back to what was great about Aliens 2. Even though there was one callback that was kind of just like, I felt like they had to have this callback because it is Alien and Aliens. In the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The pros and cons, I believe that Alien Romulus is officially in theaters tomorrow. You should definitely check it out if you're an Aliens fan. If you're just like a fan of movies, just like, I want to see something in theaters to make me jump and shit, check this movie out. Here's why. I'm adding in the movie. I feel like there's only two people you're kind of really going to care about in this movie. The first one being our main girl, Kaylee. What's her name? Kaylee Sweeney. I thought that she was great as Rain. That's her character's name. I'm not trying to be the next Sigourney Weaver or nothing, but she just was like just the right amount of like badass, the right amount of like character to just care about and shit. I just want to see her get through this shit. At the end of the day, this kind of is a horror movie. What I say about horror movies, I want characters who I care about to want to get through the shit they're getting through. And I thought that Rain, she did a great job. I loved her. Even though she got a little bit of plot armor towards like the last third of this movie, I was like, okay, now you're reminding me of this movie. David Josephson as the android, stuff like that. I thought that he was definitely good too. He's the one who really had to act his ass off because he had to kind of sometimes be like a, you know, like a naive robot. Sometimes get turned to Jarvis and Vision. I was like, good shit, good flip of the switch. I liked him too. You know, almost kind of betrayed the team, but I don't like that. The movie more or less, okay, this movie takes place, I think it takes place 40 years after the event, no, 20 years after the events of Alien, but 20 years before the events of Aliens 2. Right there in the middle, so you got yourself a bit of a, what do you call it, sequel, if you will. I'm just making it up as I go. But anyway, you're pretty much following this space colony and shit. They pretty much get off this shit planet that they're on to just, you know, go to a better planet that's, you know, has better Wi-Fi. Do that, they gotta get these cryopods, stuff like that, that's on this space station that's called Romulus. So they get on it. You think things are like, okay, you know, it's a little creepy, but, you know, we're gonna get our chicken job done. One wrong flip of the switch, and now you got facehuggers. It's pretty much coming out of the woodwork left and right. And nothing, you know, yeah, it's aliens and bad news and death. You got pretty much a survival horror movie with these group of people pretty much trying to survive and get off this space station that's going to crash while also trying to avoid the alien. There you go. For the movie, okay, how are the aliens in this movie? Well, the aliens, I think they're really good. I think the best they've looked. I'll almost argue, is this even CGI? Because I felt like some of the alien, the xenomorphs anyway, when they were like, you know, in those slow, like, you know, up close shots, I was like, that looks like some practical effects and shit. I appreciate that. You don't gotta over CGI everything. Just, I like the old school shit. They look good. They were terrifying, creepy as shit when they're all up in your face, all like, facehuggers too. Like I said, I personally like the facehuggers myself because I just love how violent, creepy they are. Because, you know, they're spider creatures and shit. When they jump on people's faces, it's just like, oh, when Nick busts out of their chest, it's as violent as I wanted it to be, and I loved it. Also, props to the horror element and the atmosphere in the movie too. The movie reminds me of the video game Dead Space and Callisto Protocol. I love that feeling of like isolation shit where it's just like us, space, aliens, no one's gonna help you. But the fact that it is really harkening on the horror side. Not so much an action, you know, movie and shit. There's guns, but it pretty much is all about survival. When you see these aliens, you just run. Right. Pro get this movie the fact that this movie does take place between two alien movies, and you never really feel like you have to watch the two alien movies to get what's going on in this movie. I love that. Don't have to do no homework. Just be like, I haven't seen aliens in forever. I haven't seen Alien in forever. Watch the movie, just be like, you know what? I'm going home. Now I want to watch those two movies again. And then when this movie comes out in like 2 months on Blu-ray, I can just have my Alien trilogy right there. Perfect trilogy. I didn't see Aliens 3 though, so I don't know how that holds up. Let me know. Don't really have any cons in the movie, I gotta say. The fact that it just felt like when the movie should have ended, you think, well, okay, it's gonna end right here. Then the movie kind of feels like, oh no, we gotta do this extra thing, and now it's like, oh, so now we're kind of harkening back to Aliens 2 a little bit. With the cherry on top being the callback that Ripley did in Aliens 2. I'm not gonna say it. You just know what it is. But at the end of the day, Alien Romulus was a really good sci-fi, scary, thriller, horror movie. I had a great time with it. Definitely feel like it's definitely going to be among one of the best movies you're going to see this summer. Does not take a dump on the franchise at all. In fact, it fits right between two good Alien movies. Now you got a new trilogy to watch. Thought that was great. The action movie was pretty functional. They were good. The scary moments and the atmosphere was really great too. Aside from like that third bloodbath McGrath action scene, I thought it was a really solid film and I had a great time with it. I think you will too. So what are we going to rate this movie? I'm not going to say that Alien Romulus is definitely a really good, strong out of 10. With definitely worth buying and owning on digital and Blu-ray. Alien Romulus is officially in theaters this Friday. You're going to see it. You're not going to see it. Type below. Let me know your thoughts on the movie. What's your favorite Aliens movie? You like this movie? Let me know. Talk about it. I miss all the callbacks to Alien. So whatever they was, let me know, talk about it. As always, subscribe. Until next time.